Welcome, everybody, to another edition with Psychic Medium Kelly Joe. Hello, Dow Dow. Hello there, everybody that's tuning in. And Chris, nice to see everybody. And the people that's watching in the background, welcome. And Kelly, how are you?
I'm good. I'm good.
Awesome. Awesome. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you have a topic you want to discuss, please let us know. Hello, Michelle. Welcome to the show. Nice to see you there. And we'll talk about whatever y'all want to talk about. Hey, Roger. Nice to see you. Welcome to the show. Nice to have you there. So, yeah, interesting. I was telling Kelly, always be prepared for everything, right?
Yep.
So, and of course, I got caught in my pants down not having the right outfit today, but that's all right. I've got it all taken care of. So how's the weather down there?
Rainy and hot.
Well, it's warm here, but not raining. So, absolutely.
I mean, it's clear now, but we have morning showers, you know.
Do you?
Yep.
Yeah, it's something up here in Memphis. Pretty warm, cloudy, so interesting. We went on an investigation the other night at a cemetery, Kelly.
Oh, fun.
And we got all the equipment out, and we were filming it, and I was showing them how you use a laser grid, right? And we put it against the bottom of the mausoleum, about halfway up the building where it shines like 15 feet up on the mausoleum and stuff.
Yes.
And Mary's like, look, you got activity. And I looked, and in the grid, something was moving. It looked like a 3.5 foot or 4 foot tall silhouette against the mausoleum. Very interesting.
Oh, neat.
And it looked like it looked around. You can see the head and the body. It looked like usually when I see something that small, it's either a child or a demon.
Great. Do you know which?
So it played with us there for a while and activated a lot of the equipment. Dowdell says, Kelly, let's talk about Mercury retrograde and being messy and good times to go.
Well, Mercury retrograde, it's always you got to redo stuff. Anything that you need to learn gets revisited. It can mess up communication, can mess up electrical equipment. You can have carb issues. You can have computer issues, miscommunication, misunderstanding. And it's wherever it hits in your astrological chart when you have a Mercury retrograde. I am not an astrologer, but I know that's true. And it does it, 4 times a year?
Yeah, too many.
So
I hate working during a full moon or some of the retrogrades. All the crazies come out.
Oh, yeah. And then a retrograde on a full moon is wee.
Right.
It's
So,
extra.
Oh, it's never tells. Hello, Samantha. Welcome to the show. Nice to have you there, Samantha. Everybody make sure and welcome Samantha when you have a chance. Oh, yeah, so it always drove me nuts. I never did understand anything until I got into public service. And then I was like, wow, it really does happen, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So, Dow, I've got your question marked for when we go to answer any questions. So, as we're talking, ladies and gentlemen, and a little bit later during the show, if you want a little quick mini reading or a pop reading, put I do in the comments. And that way, as we're talking along the show, I can just bring those up momentarily for Kelly to look at. But yeah, a lot of people think it's superstition or anything like that. No. Look at the moon and the tides. How it affects the earth, right? So, all right, Chris, I've got you marked too. Thank you. But yeah, I just never did really understand that until I did that, and it's like, wow, it's really true. It really is.
Chris is asking, what's the significance of double feathers? Well, you got two passed on people that are trying to let you know they're around. So feathers, coins,
Well, if
music.
you're taking questions, here's another one for you. Dow says, I'm going to New Jersey this weekend. It's almost good. Going to be good for me.
You're going to have fun.
Fun in the sun.
Yep. Till then it takes the T-bird away.
Right. And of course, we've got Virgil Kane from Manchester, England. Last time he was on the show, he was swinging from the lights with the bed sheet and having fun. So hopefully Virgil's doing okay. Grandma and Pop again, LOL, Chris is asking.
Yeah, it's an anniversary of something. So around them. So could be a wedding anniversary. It's a nice thing, you know. And then there's some like somebody's having a birthday. So.
Oh, interesting.
They always show me red roses, so that means an anniversary.
Right. And Michelle says, anything that comes to mind.
You are moving forward. You are more clear, and you have clarification coming in 3 weeks. And then they're showing me like checkers. So I don't know what checkers means for you, but they're showing me checkers. That's funny.
Yeah, I will ask Mary about Virgil and Bill Clinton endeavors. Chris says, oh, yeah, that does make sense, Kelly Joe, but a bunch of birthdays coming up in August.
Oh, okay.
So, absolutely. And Dowdell says, thank you. I needed to hear that.
You're welcome.
Michelle says, love that. Well, you're welcome, Michelle. So, yeah, it's... Boy, I was going to tell you something, Kelly, and I clicked off of Michelle. Michelle says, my oldest son just had a birthday. We celebrate together. Well, congratulations. Happy belated birthday to your son.
Yes, happy birthday.
I'm still seeing, Michelle, you still having a lot of activity there. And it looks like, Michelle, that you're got something kind of, I don't know what to say this on the right way on the air. Messing with you in a fun way, in a dark way at your place, it seems like. Chris says, only if there's time, there is a significant reason why my grandmother, cousin, and Aunt So's chose the same date, 8/4, for their birthdays and the day of death. Please and thank you. So a lot of people, I've seen this, Kelly, and this is one of the questions I have. Welcome, Joyski. Nice to see you. I got you in line, Joyski. Michelle says lots of activity. But do people actually get to choose sometimes to pass on their birthday?
Yes, you can have your choice. If you're a more elevated soul, you can choose.
Very interesting. Virgil says, thank you, Kelly and Grizzly. I am on my psychiatric medicine today. I can't even talk without laughing, Virgil. So Chris says, Michelle, good luck with that. Yeah, I just seen some shadows and you doing an investigation. So I just thought it was weird. Thought I'd ask about that.
Don't forget to protect yourself, Michelle, when you go out. And don't bring hitchhikers home, because you tend to pick everybody up with you. Tell them they got to stay where they are.
Here you go, Michelle. She does. She's actually been on your show about her place that's got a lot of activity.
Oh, I remember.
Yeah, and I see some of her TikToks. I haven't seen them lately, but I know she used to post a lot on TikTok about her activity and orbs.
And she's a medium, so everything's going to come to her,
Yeah, that is true. So last night we had 7 planets that lined up in the solar system with the sun and Earth. And of course, I went outside last night to take pictures of the moon with my Canon cameras. And because I got those big zoom lenses, and I got to find my pressure switch where you do it remotely. Because when you go to touch the camera, it moves just enough to where everything's blurred. You can't see the craters. And I was like, shut the front door.
Bummer.
And of course, when you move, you can't find Jack. You know it?
Nope. Then you're all over the place trying to find it again.
So Michelle says, nothing dark lately. I have seen shadows before. Yeah, I've seen that their shadows are there. But it seems like that you're communicating with something that's communicating, but not all the way. I haven't seen any of your videos lately, so I don't know if you're trying to communicate. But Mary ordered a piece of equipment the other day. It's an energy pump for investigation to put out electric magnetic field in the area. Virgil wants to know, is that shirt, Kelly, pink or purple?
Pink.
So, but what it does, the theory is that you put electricity out in the atmosphere to where the spirits can use the energy to manifest or to communicate with you. And but we used one right outside Nashville, I think earlier this year, and it was this miniature one. And wow, the results was phenomenal. The spirits were moving objects, knocking over bottle cap lids. So that was very interesting.
Wow. Yeah. Electricity helps them build their energy.
And I tell you one thing we could do one night is get you involved and take you to the cemetery with us and see what you pick up and do a show on it.
Oh, yeah.
I think that'd be fun. Welcome, Tennessee, Kentucky Bigfoot. Nice to see you there, stranger. Long time no see. Hopefully all is well with you. But that way you can talk to the audience and let them know what you're picking up on. And if we're getting any communication, you can, whatever you feel. So
that would be fun. I'd love that.
Yeah. Michelle says, right there, intelligent enough to show themselves and not much verbal communication. So what I tell a lot of people, since I've known Kelly and Kelly's helped me with some of my growing and learning, is that just because you see a shadow or an outline of an image out of the corner of your eye or in the distance and it moves, doesn't mean it is dark or demonic.
Right.
Sometimes people, ladies and gentlemen, when they pass, do not have enough energy to manifest themselves. That's why it's a shadow figure or an outline.
Right.
So keep that in mind. That's very important. But one of the things that I want to stress too is what Kelly says to people, ladies and gentlemen, that if you do go out and investigate the paranormal or anything cryptid related, Kelly and I both always say, put a prayer of protection around you, a bubble white light. I stole that from Kelly, by the way. Bubble white light. So it sounds like I'm saying Bud Light real fast. Yeah, look, even Dow said that'd be a good show with Kelly Joe in the cemetery. I knew somebody was going to bring this up, and I was hoping it wasn't going to happen. Roger, thank you, Roger, for the quick reminder, says, Grizzly, do you remember that time that you were at a cemetery and you thought you saw a ghost? Yeah, I about died. Did you remember that, Kelly?
Yes.
Dude on a bicycle.
Yep.
Who rides a bicycle at 1:30 in the morning through a cemetery with the full moon?
It was
a white t-shirt.
It was a ghost.
Maria, nice to have you there. Will he try to hook up with another girl physically this year? Whoa.
Well, he can't be alone. He does. Yeah. So.
I think he already has. And
Yeah.
I don't mean to bust your bubble. And hopefully I'm wrong, Maria, because I don't want to wish any ill will on anybody. Virgil, that can be difficult to tell the difference between pink and purple, but also maroon.
Yes.
For some reason, why do I see Virgil have a collection when he was younger of scratch and sniff stickers? Hello, Barbara. Welcome to the show. Nice to have you.
Hello.
Long time no see there, Barbara. Hopefully everything's well with you and your family and friends. So nice to have you. Virgil's like, yeah, I did have a bunch of scratch sniff stickers. Anyways. So what I tell you, my favorite color is green. Well, a lot of humans love green because it has to do with leprechauns. But not only that, what we all love and need to survive, money.
And healing.
Oh, that's right. Healing, see? Well, you can tell what's on my mind. Money on my mind. Money. I can't even remember the song.
There you go. Money, 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 money.
Right. There we go. Virgil cracks me up. Michelle says, my grounding protection prayers seem to be getting better and better. Yeah, Michelle, I had the same problems years ago, and I know exactly what you're talking about. But one of the things that would be interesting to do too, maybe if Michelle and Kelly's up for it, maybe we can get Kelly and Michelle on your show, Kelly, and do a live in her place.
Oh, sure.
Pick up on any spirits or any activities because she's always got stuff going on.
Oh, we can do that.
I think that'd be fun. Michelle, message me on Facebook and let me know if you want to try to arrange that. I'd be happy to do that. Roger says, Grizzly and Kelly, I had a bunch of those scratch and sniff stickers when I was a little kid. And I like the pizza ones. Well, Roger, you and I both. I love the pizza. I didn't like the root beer. It stunk.
Yeah, so. It is smell good.
All right, Roger, you started. If I get dinged for this, all right, Miss Maria. Okay. If I get dinged for telling this joke, it's Virgil's fault. So, ladies and gentlemen, besides Roger, how do you drown a blonde?
6:20 p.m.
Put a scratch and sniff sticker at the bottom of the pool.
Yeah.
You don't remember that one, Kelly?
No, I don't.
Yeah. Let's see here. Chris says, oh, interesting, because my favorite color is hunter green. And supposedly I had a past life in Ireland. I found 4-leaf clovers every summer. Wow. I haven't found a I can't even talk. 4-leaf clover in years. Virgil says, Kelly, leprechauns are cute little critters, but do you think they are real, Grizzly? I am Irish, by the way. Yes, we have elementals, we have leprechauns, we have short people, and all kinds of things out there. The problem is, Virgil, is that a lot of people's third eye is not open, so you cannot see that unless you actually catch them coming in and out of dimensions. What do you think, Kelly?
I agree. Totally. I believe there's fairies and wood sprites and all that.
Wood sprites, thank you.
Yep.
Well, I tell you what, years ago, I would always draw a line in the sand. And I would tell you, I would never cross that line. And over the years, I would have to erase that line in the sand and move it further because of the encounters in people's testimonials when they deal with these cryptids or the supernatural or paranormal. and it's really made me a firm believer. The first time I saw a fairy was on our show, ladies and gentlemen. If you remember, for the ones that used to watch those shows years ago, it was phenomenal to see that. Tennessee, Kentucky Bigfoot says the company that introduced scratch sniff stickers is closing its doors. What? Shut the front door. Are you serious? They announced in a statement shared on their website and social media accounts on Thursday, July 10th, July 11th, 2025. Man, I guess the kids are not going to understand what we endured growing up. Because I can't believe we're going to. That's horrible. Michelle says she's up for the show, Kelly.
Okay.
So, Michelle, let's try to get together this week and plan on that for next Tuesday.
That'd be wonderful.
Chris says elves. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So, what's very interesting is that there is a part in Canada. You hear it all over Alaska. That I've actually had somebody on the show twice that was out hunting, and they heard footsteps coming from a tree that they were leaning against. So they thought somebody was banging on it. So he turned around, and there was nothing. He looks up, and there's a little elf looking out, standing on the tree branch, looking. And he just looks down and went, because they saw each other. Like, I didn't know if he thought he was invisible or something. But anyways, he ran back into the tree, and he said that you could hear it go all the way down the base, like somebody run down a flight of steps. He said the tree was not hollow or anything. He banged on it and all that other stuff. So they do exist. So go ahead and laugh, Michelle. They do. And depends on what part of the country depends on what type of pew I carry because of these monsters.
There you go.
When I was traveling, and they're like, Grizzly, what the heck is that gun for? Because it was, I don't know, that big, And I was like, let me tell you something. These things take down grizzly bears, so they ought to tell you what it's capable of doing. Now, yes, I do use holy water, and I do rub garlic on them, and I do use silver bullets. I'm not joking. Welcome, John, to the show. They're thinking, dude, this guy's whacked. So, yes, Michelle, we'll get you all taken care of, you and Kelly. I think that'd be a good show next week.
Oh, we'll have a ball.
Yeah, and Michelle, I'll get with you the next couple of days, and we'll orchestrate it. So, get that down. Speaking of trees, can they really walk like some of the video show? I'll let Kelly answer that.
Well, they can talk to each other, and they can move, and they can communicate. And they give off a red glow, a red energy.
Right.
And they can physically give you a hug. And you should, before you cut anything, a tree, a branch, you let the tree know what you're doing. And ask its permission, because they're living beings.
They are, and then the trees talk to each other. I know people are going like Grizzly. You're out in La La Land,
No,
but
they
the roots are grounded in earth,
and they really do.
Hey, Crafty, welcome to the show. Roger wants to know, Kelly, do elves actually eat cookies?
Yes.
I don't even see those elf commercials anymore.
Oh, they have them here.
Cookies.
Yeah, they still have them. The Keebler Elf.
Yeah, Keebler Elf. Welcome, Joanne Stewart. Nice to have you on the show. Nice to see you, dear. Hopefully all is well with you. So, yes. But it's very interesting because we were watching, I don't know if it was called Alaskan Mysteries or Alaskan Triangles. And the whole state of Alaska, even their, I don't want to call them Eskimos, native people to the land, they speak about it for years. And you would not believe how many people that live up there in Alaska. Depends on if you're in Fairbanks or some of the islands. Talk about you can't go out at night in parts of the island or not the island, the state, because of the paranormal and cryptids. So, hello, Judy. Nice to see you, dear. Yes, definitely. I have some great outside activity. I make a native sky fish. Ooh, I haven't seen sky fish in a while. You've seen those, haven't you, Kelly? Those little squiggly things.
The squiggly things.
Yeah. Yeah. See, I caught one when I was investigating. What was it? 3 years ago. Remember that one I caught?
Yes.
It was December 23rd, middle of winter.
Yep.
And it flew in front of my trail camera, and I was like, "What the frig is that?" So, and it was not a bug because it was 30 or 45 frames a second, and you can actually see the corkscrew in it. Virgil says, "Kelly, you're cute. Get your booty to England, and I'll get you and Grizzly a drink." Well, thank you, Virgil.
Oh, thank you.
I'm definitely going to come to UK. I was supposed to do it this year, but medical and everything else and moving didn't work out. So yeah, Michelle, absolutely. But and I think that's why a lot of the schizophrenic people, I don't think they really are truly schizophrenic. Not all of them. I'm just saying a few. And I think the reason why they are classified that is I think their third eye has opened up. And when they start hearing voices, when spirits talk to them, they're not able to handle it. What do you think?
I agree. And they're aware, but they're like an airport. They're open to all the spirits and they attach themselves to them.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about this on your show and on other shows, is that one of the things that I've noticed when I was taking psychology after I got hurt, because I had a lot of downtime, right? And one of my professors and I, we always would get into disagreements because we had to identify a person and try to figure out their diagnosis and prescribe them medicine. But like I kept saying to him, I won't mention his name on the air, is that how can you medicate somebody if they are having abilities, the psychic medium, clairvoyant, clairaudient, and it's just like, well, they didn't want to listen. The medical does not want to listen. But I think that's, to me, I think there are a lot of sick people in the world. Have a lot of issues.
Yes.
And it could be depression. It could be PTSD. It can be all the above. But I think there's a fine line between people that don't know that they have some type of abilities. And when they start hearing voices, it scares them. It scared me when I start seeing things or dreaming things. But once again, I had Kelly, I had other people on the show where I could converse with and be like, what the hell is going on? So it's very interesting. And I just think a lot of people get misdiagnosed or just put into a category and medicated.
I agree.
My opinion. Let's see here. This thing's too long to be a bug. Is it at least 3 feet? What are you looking at, Michelle? Do any of my spirits, Kelly Joe, for Crafty, have any messages maybe for me?
There's like an expansion going on, and the color sunflower yellow all around you. So that's comprehension, understanding, and joy.
For audio listeners that wants a good chuckle, Virgil from Manchester, England says, I was fishing here in a canal near Manchester. And that's in England, ladies and gentlemen. Unfortunately, I hooked a shark that ate my wife. I have moved on and a new bird now.
Okay.
When's the last time you seen a doctor, Virgil? Are you okay? I love you. Elizabeth, hello. I'm new to your channel. I saw you the other night, Elizabeth. Nice to have you. You are correct, Grizzly. I've been seeing flashes of unusual things lately. The veil is thinning, and I'm not crazy. No, you're not crazy. A lot of people think we or other people are. But what's your take, Kelly, about the veil being thinning?
It has been. It's been getting continually thinner, and spirits go in and out. And if you're a medium like Elizabeth is, you're going to see stuff. She's very aware. So.
Oh, I'm trying to think. Ladies and gentlemen, Roger, anybody watching the show, what is that company? Was it CERN? Am I right on that? That opens up portals and doing all that stuff years ago? I can't think of it. And I hate when my mind goes blank. My new neighbor moved in 2 days ago and got raided and arrested today. Damn, boy. Nice neighbors.
Our eyeballs popped out. Yeah, wasn't
right.
Making good.
Yeah, Mary says it is CERN. Okay, yeah, that's opened up portals and everything. I know when they actually went online and some of their opening ceremonies was very questionable. Depends on how you look at things spiritually and what they're doing. But they have caused, I think, a lot of things to cross over with some of their science techniques and learning. Native Skyfish, thank you, Michelle. Chris says, well, this may be a dumb question. Well, Chris, don't ever think that. You would not believe some of the stuff I asked. But Teresa has feelings and money has energy. Does money literally have feelings about how we spend it?
No, it's how you look at the money. It's how you perceive the money, the energy of the money.
Now, if you look at the biblical stance when it referencing funds, monies, wealth, you got to be careful, not be greedy, and follow the scripture on that. I'm not going to give you my lecture tonight, so just keep that in mind. Oh, you're welcome, Elizabeth. Nice to have you. Elizabeth, since you're new to the show, Kelly Jo's information is at the bottom of the screen for everybody to contact. You can contact her through email, her webpage. Now, just remember the phone number, the 850-481-1813. That phone number is not a cell phone. It is a landline, so do not text that. Right. So I know a lot of people are probably still trying to do that. Mary says, Chris, can you tell about the show we watched and the two men tied together in the mud? Really? So last night we were watching, I don't know what it was called, but is everybody know Naked and Afraid?
Yes.
Okay, there we go. So they've got a show out, ladies and gentlemen, to where you're not naked, but you have a 4-foot tether with a padlock on it. And you and a person is put together 37 miles away. You have 11 days to get from point A to point B from your extraction. Well, these two nincompoops were in Louisiana. And one was a fancy real estate agent, money out the wazoo, don't like bugs or anything. And we're sitting there watching the show, and they are getting eaten alive by mosquitoes. So one guy looks at the other guy and goes, come on, I'm going to fix this. And the guy's like, whoa, whoa. So they go over to the swamp and put mud all over their face, their arms, hair. And Mary goes, Grizzly, we now know what Bigfoot's been discovered in the woods. They looked so goofy with this mud, and they had to eat a snapping turtle. And then I had to turn it off after about another 20, 30 minutes. The guy was getting sick after 3 days of not eating or drinking. And he actually had a water filter, right, to drink water out of the stream and rivers and holes. Well, they didn't take the canteen to pick. They took the water filter. So the guy goes, well, how are we going to filter our water? And the other guy goes, well, pee in it.
No.
Oh, it gets better. So the guy goes, well, they look like Sasquatch. They did, Mary. It was funnier than hell.
What
So
show was that?
I got to figure out the title to it. Mary, what's the name of that show? So the guy stands there right in front of the camera. Of course, it's blurry, right? So you can't see anything.
Right.
And he's in that water filtration thing. It's you're supposed to suck it out of a stream. And he's like, I don't know if I can do this. The guy's like, it's okay. So the guy drinks it. Gets sicker than a dog.
Ew.
We'll see if Mary can come up with the name of that show. It was the Encounter series. I can't remember the name. Yeah. You know what? I was going to say this tomorrow night, but I'm going to break it tonight. I told Mary, I was like, we can start a new series too. She goes, Grizzly, what's that? I'm like, we can do Naked and Afraid, Bigfoot edition.
Well, yeah. There's already people that go and look for Bigfoot, so we'll never know.
So needless to say, Chris and I was laughing so hard I could not look at Mary because Mary said that just like, look, now we discovered why people were seeing Bigfoot. It was funny. It was hilarious. So, but anyways, so I told Mary, well, the running joke on her channel right now is about the loincloth. Remember that? And I was like, well, I'll just get a loincloth. And she's like, well, you can't. It's called Naked and Afraid. Right, Elizabeth? Right, Judy?
Well, I have seen Naked and Afraid, and they do make loincloths for themselves.
Yeah. So on this show, they had 2 milk crates, and you're allowed to pick certain items to take with you on this trip. And of course, they picked the machete, the water filtration, and they picked up the canteen and put it back. So guess what they were using as cups out there in the woods in the swamp? Their boots.
Well, when you gotta use stuff, you gotta use stuff. It works.
Well, what the hell? I wouldn't want to drink out of my boot. I would be like, dude, get the damn canteen. This one could have water on us. But anyway.
Right.
Yeah.
Yucky.
But tomorrow, I will find the name of that show and tell everybody. And the next week, I'll tell everybody on Kelly's show again what it's called.
Okay.
And it was funny seeing them walk through the swamps up to their chest in cacti, or not cactus, cactus. What do you call those?
Cattails.
Cattails. Thank you.
I'll help you out, Grizz.
Someone said Alone. Yeah, right. But
well,
anyway.
I watched that too. It's very good. Alone and then Alone Australia. It's very good.
Yeah, I've seen that one, the Australian one. That's pretty good. So
I'm watching The Naked and Afraid Apocalypse now.
Oh, I've seen that. I've seen advertisements for that.
Yeah, so that's seeing who survives and who don't,
But the show is that you're tethered with this rope and a padlock. So you sleep together, you bathe together, you go to the bathroom together, you cry together.
And you better like who you're tethered with and get along with them.
Oh, I know it. I know it. You know, the guy on this series was like, I'm not going to quit. You know, the real estate agent, I'm not going to quit. I'm a fighter. Then after the first day, he's crying. I can't do it. I don't want to be here. It's awful. Cracks me up. That the name of it's Tethered. Oh, it's called Tethered, Mary said.
I haven't heard of it.
Yeah, Tethered.
Okay.
So, but it's funny. Now, if you got a weak stomach, ladies and gentlemen, to survive, they have to live off the land. I'm not going to say anything else. So just be prepared of what they eat. So I couldn't do it. Nope. Nope.
I know bugs, beetles, icky stuff.
Worms, crickets.
Yeah.
No, I'm good.
Even if it was cooked, I don't think I could do that.
But when they fix that snapping turtle, I'm like, yeah.
No, I've had turtle. I like turtle. Turtle's yummy. Well, you know, I've had turtle soup. I've had.
They say it's great. Now, when I was growing up, we lived in the country, and we would go out to these farms. And if you never went turtle hunting, it's fun. And we used to get them and bring them out to my neighbor's house down the street. And they were so poor, they would fix them right in the front yard and make turtle soup. I'm good. I'll pass on that, ladies and gentlemen. So, Chris, let me tell you something about frog legs. If you tell me it tastes like chicken, then why in the hell you ain't eating chicken? I don't want frog legs. I'm good. Now I'll go frog gigging for you, but I sure ain't gonna eat frog legs.
And I've had those too, and they don't taste like chicken. They're like a white meat, you know, and you do have to cut the line, otherwise they'll jump out of the pan. You gotta like sever the, otherwise they'll hop out of the pan. But you deep fry them, and they're good.
I'm good. Now I love oysters.
I don't want raw oysters. I eat them cooked.
Oh no, I can.
No. They're cooked. That's yeah.
Judy says a sack of frog legs, mate. No, I'm good. Not in milk, not in quick bit or quick mix or.
Well, the milk takes the gamey taste away. That you can soak wild meats and fish and stuff in milk, and it takes the icky taste away.
Well, people soak deer meat in milk too. So,
yep.
So somebody asked, what happens if one person quits? What happens to the other person? Game over.
Yeah,
they both have to go together or none at all.
Right.
So I know, Chris, Virgil's cracking me up. I didn't even read his comment. And somebody said a horny dog man. So John did. You know, that's one thing that I've never witnessed in my life is a dog man. Don't ever want to come across one. I think they're demonic. I don't think they're any good. But you talk to some people and they play jacks with them and pick blueberries. But I'm good with that. No. Mm-mm.
I wouldn't want to meet and they got horns. No, ew. They're demonic. You're right. I agree with you. Ew. No.
Right. Hey, Pat, welcome to the show. Nice to have you there. Thank you, Pat. And John says, I wonder if Naked Afraid ever come across cryptids. I can tell you this.
They did in one show. They think they saw a Sasquatch.
I can tell you this. There are things that are on Bigfoot shows that they have witnessed and recorded. They don't make it on the air. And the same thing with paranormal shows. They do catch some stuff, but they refuse to air it and put it in their seasons and their episodes because it goes against science, beliefs, and it will scare the hell out of you. Crafty said, never heard of a dog man. Crafty, man, yeah, it is a phenomenon that goes back thousands of years. And if you type in Michigan dog man, and Michigan as the state of U.S., there's a lot of reports that come out of Michigan. Not only that, we have in Kentucky, Tennessee, other surrounding states. So just, man, they never heard of dog man. I can't believe this. Well, y'all don't go out in the woods much, do you?
Well, we had stories about dogmen because I grew up in Michigan.
See?
They said don't go in the woods in twilight, certain woods, and you stayed away from them woods. I know how to talk right.
No, you're absolutely right. And it's very interesting that, Kelly, you brought that up because a lot of the older generations, or grandparents and so forth, great-grandparents, they knew about these cryptids. And on their land or farm, they would stay away from them and let them have an area that they would not go into, or they would not let family members or friends hunt in that area as well.
Right.
That location on the property.
Just kept it sacred and left it alone.
And John brings it right up. LBL, land between the lakes, between Kentucky and Tennessee. Yes, it's very harvested. A lot of people think the dog man started with the Native Americans and about shapeshifters where it came into play. But if you do your research, there's different theories and information on it. I would have to investigate them and don't live in the country south. Oh, okay. I live in the county southeast Ohio. They have them in Ohio. They have them at Salt Fork, Ohio, where we go twice a year, where a lot of people go and investigate Dogman and Bigfoot. And the activity there is just phenomenal. It's just crazy. Every year I go, I get good evidence. Usually there's about 30 plus people or more camping. The screams and stuff, you just would not believe it. Judy says, Kelly, there was an account of Dogman near me several years ago, right next to I cannot pronounce that, Chicago Mounds.
I don't know how to pronounce it either.
Yeah. It's, maybe we can bring somebody on your show one night and that's a Dogman expert, and I can get that arranged, and we can talk about that phenomenon, especially since a lot of people don't know about it.
And I'm not an expert, so we need an expert to come and explain what it is. Yes, I would like that.
So I will reach out to the North American Dogman Federation and see if I can get somebody on the show. Judy says it's Cahokia. I don't know if I'm saying that right.
Cahokia.
Okay. So if I am butchering that, I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. Damn autocorrect. I know, Crafty, it's bad. John, I grew up in the country and still do. I do too. Judy says Burial Mounds near St. Louis. Ladies and gentlemen, when I worked off duty at Louisville International Airport, which is called Muhammad Ali International Airport, when they went to expand the airport, I think in the 70s or 80s, they couldn't do it because of an Indian burial mound there on the airport. So for them to expand the airport, they actually put a fence around the burial mound, and it's between runways. They sure have. They put it between runways. And if you Google whatever the airport's called in Metro Louisville, I think it's Muhammad Ali, and type in burial mound, you can see aerial photographs of that burial mound that's fenced off. And it is. It's not a real big burial mound where you walk up and you got to look up like to the sky, but
Yeah.
it's up to about your head or so, and it's a good little section. It's fenced off, and I do want to say there's barbed wire around it. And if I'm wrong on that, whoever works out there that I used to work with off duty, let me know. Hey, Brooke, welcome to the show. Nice to have you there. If you're not a follower or subscriber, make sure and ring the bell and join us. It's free, no cost. And ladies and gentlemen, don't forget Kelly Jo's information's at the bottom of the page to reach out to her. KellyJo1009 at gmail.com, KellyJoPsychic.com, and 850-481-1813. Ain't that right?
Yes. And thank you. It was a fun show tonight.
Yeah, absolutely, ladies and gentlemen. And Michelle, I'll get with you this week and to correlate for next Tuesday's show for you and Kelly. So I'll get that done and start advertising on that. And Kelly, any last words?
Well, keep it positive, folks, and have a good
Right.
night.
And from our home to yours, and our living room to your living room, Godspeed all. And from coast to coast, around the world, good night, and we'll catch you on tomorrow night's show. Take care and love you guys. Bye-bye.